Good morning, students. So here we are today in the new lecture session, online lecture session. So today we are going to learn a new topic, new chapter, which is lines and angles. As you can see, I wrote it on the board. So let's start. So first we will talk about line. Okay. If I ask you what is a line, okay, first of all, you can't define an undefined term in the definition of term while defining it. Like, you can't say that a line is a line which is having no endpoints. Okay, it's not like that. A line is actually a combination of points which comes on a straight path. In a straight path, how many points it can be joined? They all are make a line. Okay. Now, if there is a pair of lines, so the pair of lines are of three kinds. Okay. The pair of lines we are talking about, because line is our first topic. So the pair of line includes what? It can be of three types. Okay. What are these three types? The first type is called intersecting lines. Okay, these are intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are the lines which are intersecting at a point. Okay. The second type of this pair of lines is parallel. Okay, which do not intersect each other. Non-intersecting. If you can say non-intersecting, or you can say parallel. Okay. Most of the time when you are traveling in the bus or a train, when you see two electrical wires, they are parallel to each other, or you can see the bars on the windows, they are also parallel. If you extend them up to infinite, it do not cancel each other. Okay. So this type of lines are called parallel lines. Then the third is coincide lines. Coincide line is actually line up to a line. Okay, it is line up to other lines. So when two lines are intersecting at each point, then it is called coincide line. Coincide lines. So there are three types of lines. Okay. Now let's talk about an angle. Okay. Angles have different types. Okay, there are a series of angles. But when we talk about basic angles, so there are three kinds of basic angles. The first angle is called acute angle, that you all know. You have learned it before in previous classes, which is less than 90. The angle which is less than 90 is called acute angle. The second one is obtuse angle, okay, which is more than 90 degree. Okay, the angle which is more than 90 degree is called obtuse angle. The third one is right angle. Okay, right angle have so many aspects. Okay, when a line is perpendicular to the other line, the angle between them is 90 degree. It is called right angle. Three types of angles here. Now there are a few more aspects of the angles, like adjacent angle, linear pair, okay, complementary, supplementary, like this, so many aspects of the angles. Let's see a few more types of angles here. Then we'll talk about this line concept, because the line concept having a vast background in it. They have the theorems, they have the angle properties. Then we mix up line and angle together. Okay. Now just we are learning about the angles. Now angle is what? If I define angle, so the angle is the union of two rays which having a common originate point or a common origin. Like suppose this is a P and this is Q ray. This is originated from O. Okay. So this POQ making an angle. Okay, so you can say the union of two rays originated from a common point. This is my word of definition, but in the reference books and the other books, the language would be different, but the basic concept is the same. When two rays are originated from a point, it is called an angle. The measurement of the leaningness of two rays is actually an angle. Now, an angle is having a different story, like there are adjacent angle, as it's pronounced, an adjacent angle is adjustment of two angles within an angle. Like suppose there are AO, BO and CO. Okay, so the BO is actually adjacent in between COA. So that there are these two angles, BOC and AOB are adjacent angle because they are adjusting at one place or within one angle. Then complementary, complementary angle. The complementary angles are those whose sum is equals to 90. Okay, it's very easy. Like an angle M and angle N. So the angle M and N, if equals to 90 degree together, then they are called complementary or they are complement of each other. Okay. There is another term which is called supplementary. Okay. Supplementary. Supplementary angles are adjacent on a linear pair or a straight line. So when the sum of two angles is equals to 180, then they are called supplementary angles. Okay, it's very easy. Then a linear pair. Linear pair, when there are so many angles and the sum of all angles is equals to 180, then it is called supplementary angles. Like angle A plus B plus C plus D is equals to 180. Then they are called linear pair. Now, what is the difference between supplementary and linear pair? In supplementary angle, there are two angles between, or a ray adjusting in between a straight line. But in linear pair, see, it is called a pair, but there are more than two angles. Okay, 3, 4, 5, more than two angles. So, when in a straight line there are more than two angles, they are called linear pair, not supplementary. Okay, so this is the different aspects of the angles which are lying on the same line or have a common origin point. Okay, now we will see few questions. Now you can be amazed if I will tell you that this angles is the unit of time, not just the unit of leaningness. Okay, what I am saying is, it comes in science. Whenever sun rays comes to the earth, okay, the time determining by the angle. Okay, so the angle is actually unit of time. How? I'll tell you. Okay, first of all, we will see some complementary supplementary problems. Then I will tell you how it is related to the time. Okay, because the smaller unit of angle is minutes and the more small units is second. So minute and second, we all know that is a unit of time. Let's see. I could write the angle as 90 degree. Okay, but if I have to break it in small parts, then the small part would be 89 degree and 60 minute. I can separate it in more parts like 89 degree, 59 minute and 60 second. This single dash and double dash denoted as minutes and seconds. You can learn it. It is given in the few of the reference books. Okay, but nowadays it is not asking much. Okay. So let's see few complementary supplementary problem. Like find the complementary of angle 35 degree. So the complement of 35 is 90 minus 35. How we can write a complement? Suppose this is angle A, so that A dash is the complement of that angle. So it will come as 55. 90 minus 35 is 55. Or else you can find the supplementary angle of 105. I am taking here an angle 105 degree. So the supplementary is 180 minus 105, which is 75. Okay, so this is how you can find the complementary and supplementary. Whenever complementary asks, you need to subtract the angle from the 90 degree, and when supplementary asks, you need to subtract it from 180 degree. Now let's see few questions which are of word problems, okay, which can be called as word problems. Word problems itself is a problem. Like if an angle is 30 degree more than half of its complement. See this statement. If an angle is 30 degree more than half of its complement. This is the statement. Now see how to find it. Let's assume an angle. Let's 8 degree be an angle. Okay, so that A is 30 more than half of its complement. So its complement would be 90 minus 8. Right? So this would be the statement that this angle is 30 degree more than half of its complement. Okay? So here you can subtract either 30 so that it can be balanced, or we can add it that 30 to other side. And half of complementary, if having more 30, then it would be equal to the angle. Now just do one thing. Take this 2 as LCM, so that this will become 2A, this will become 90 minus 8, and this will become 60. This A will come to this side, becomes 3A, and 90 60 becomes 150, which can be cancelled by this 3. So that our angle comes 50. Okay, our angle comes 50. Now see, 50 is 30 more than half of its complement, which is 40. 40 half is complement will be 40, and the half of the complement is 20. So 50 is 30 more than 20. That's like that. Okay. Then one more angle property of angle question we can see of supplementary, like if the complement of an angle is equal to the supplement of the thrice of it. If the complement of an angle is equal to the supplement of the supplement of thrice of it, then find the angles. Okay. See, if an angle is A, then its complement is 90 minus A, and its supplement is 180 minus A. Now what is the relation between them? It says that the complement of an angle means 90 minus A is equals to the supplement of thrice of it. Okay, equal to supplement and thrice of it. So that we are keeping it equal. Now what we are doing here is we can just multiply it by 3. So 18 3s are 54. So 540 minus 3. This 3a will move to other side. So it will become like 3a minus a, and it will become like 540 minus 90. Okay, now this will become 2a, and the 540 minus 90 is 450. We will cancel it by 2, so that a comes to 25. Okay, See, angle can be 0 or less than 360. Okay, because 0 and 360 are the same values. Let me explain this also. Suppose I am keeping a ray here. This is a ray. Okay. Now I am starting moving this ray. Up to this, that it will be 90, right hand. Then again I am moving it. Now it will become 180. Then again I am moving it. Now it will become 190. That is 270. And again I am moving it. When it comes to again to the point, to the same point, it will be 360 moving. Okay, so the total round of an angle is 360 degrees. So an angle can be more than 0 or less than 360 degrees. Okay, it won't be more than 360 degrees. Okay. Now let's come to the next topic. The next topic is of linear pair. Okay. Here we actually saw complementary supplementary problems and their questions based on this topic. Now, see now linear pair problem. Suppose there can be a two angles in a straight line. There are two angles. Okay, these angles can be measured at 2y plus 5 and 3x. This is 2y plus 5 and this is 3x degree. Now what he is asking, if x is 25, find the value of 5. Why? If x equal to 35, we need to find the y value. Now see, if x is 35, then this 3x would be what? This 3x would be 35 3s are 105. It won't look like 105. So we can change the value. This will be 2y plus 5 and this will be 3x. And now it looks like 105. Now, see, by linear pair, you have to write like this. By linear pair, if you know that they lie on a straight line, then you can apply this linear pair property. By linear pair, you can say that this 3x plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 180. Now we are keeping value. 3x is 705 plus 2y plus 5. So that 105 and 5, 110, which we can transpose to other side. So this will become 70. So the value of y, 2y is 70. So y becomes 70 by 2. That is 35. That is your answer. Okay. This is how you can use the concept of linear. Okay. Now there is a question given in exercise itself. Okay, I will tell that question also. Okay. Okay. It is given like this and like this. Two intersecting lines. These are the xy angles and these are the wz angles. Okay. And it is asking to show that x plus y is equal to w plus z. You have to prove that. Okay. Now what property will apply here? Okay. So the angle of 360 is called complete angle property. Okay. Because in complete angle, the sum of all angles is equals to 360 degrees. So here we can apply that property. So by complete angle property is equal to x plus y plus w plus z equal to 360. Okay. And by linear pair, here we can use that linear concept. This x plus y is equal to 180, so that we are keeping this value here. So that 180 plus w plus z is equal to 360. So that w plus z is equal to 360 minus 180 is equals to 180. Since x plus y is also 180, w plus z is also 180. So by comparison, that x plus y is equal to w plus z. That's how we will prove that. Okay, x plus y equal to w plus z. This is the exercise question based on the linear pair or complete angle property. Okay. Okay. Now there are several angles of lines on the basis of lines. Let's see that. Okay. So the first line which I have been defined to you is intersecting lines. In intersecting lines, the pair of opposite angles are equal. Okay, which is called vertical opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Okay, vertically opposite angles are those angles which are actually apart in front of each other like this. Okay, whenever two lines are intersecting, so the side opposite to each other, that angle against each other, are equivalent. It is called vertically opposite angle. It comes in under intersecting lines. In second, parallel lines, there are several angles comes. Like there are two parallel lines. Suppose a line is intersecting both the lines. Okay, so there are 8 kinds of angle. Okay, first I will write the angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there are few properties of this angle also. Let's see those properties. Okay, the first property is corresponding angle. Corresponding angles. Where you heard that word, correspondence. Correspondence or corresponding, you have heard in news channels mostly, that whenever they are trying to call another journalist on the field, they are using that word, that we talk to our correspondents. So the corresponding is a parallel person which is giving the ground report. So that parallel person or parallel angle are called corresponding angle. So that corresponding angles are like 1 and 5 because they are the upper right part of both the lines, as you can observe. So that likewise in corresponding angle there are 4 pairs like 1 and 5 which are equal, 2 and 6 which are equal, 3 and 7 and 4 and 8. As you can see here, 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4. They are the corresponding angles. Okay. The second angle is alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angle. Okay. Alternate interior what? Alternate means by leaving one to the next. Like 3, you can leave that 5. 3, you can leave 4 and 5. 3 and 5 are alternate interior, 4 and 6 are. So 3 and 5 and 4 and 6. These cross angles are alternate interior. Okay? Because they are in interior of the line. Likewise, there are next type of angle are alternate exterior. Alternate exterior. Angles are alternate and but outside the line. Like 1 will leave 2 and the next 1 and 7, 2 and 8. These cross angles are alternate exterior. So 1 and 7 and 2 and 8 are alternate exterior angles. Okay. Then 4 times is co-interior. What is co-interior is the interior angle of one side. Okay, like this 3 and 6 and this 4 and 5. So that the sum of this 3 and 6 is equal to 180 and sum of the 4 and 5 is also equal to 1. These are called co-interior angles. Okay. Likewise, we can define co-exterior angle. Yes, as it is pronounced, exterior means outside angle, so that this 2, 7 and 1, 8. 2 and 7 and 1 and 8 is alternate exterior. So sum of those angles also equals to 180. Remember this property of parallel line angles. corresponding, okay, the angle of same side, alternate interior, the cross angles of inner side, alternate exterior, the cross angle of outside, co-interior, the pair of angles of the same side, and co-exterior is the outer angle pair of same side. So this is how these 5 angles we can define on a parallel line, which applies this different property. Okay. So in our next class we will see more angles and more properties of these angles, and we are using we can see few problems based on this concept. Okay, and we exercise more and more questions to learn this. This is very simple chapter which can be provide you more marks in the examination. Okay, there are simple concepts, but whenever you are solving it, you need to mention the properties specifically so that you can approach to the answer. Okay, till then, please keep safe, be safe, keep studying, and be happy. Thank you. Have a nice day.